Hello everyone and welcome back to Wenders Model Farms. So today I'm going to be doing the 8RX 410 comparison video between the Prestige line and then your just standard Ertl toy line. And we actually filmed this video a long time ago with my brother doing it, and I was filming him, but I did such a poor job filming that when I went to edit it, decided to just scrap that and redo it because the audio was pretty garbage on it. So here we are. This one here is going to be our Prestige one, which is going to be like a $25 tractor. And this is just our normal Ertl tractor, which will be around that $15 range. So the first thing, if we're sitting here, that I would notice is the nicer one has mirrors. Not a fan of these mirrors in real life, so obviously I don't like the look of them on the toy, but that's the way they are in real life, so I want them on the toy like that. But they do have mirrors. They're kind of rubbery, so not sure. It's like a rubbery plastic feel. Not quite sure what it's made out of. If you turn it around here, this is pretty good detail. See that? It kind of looks like a mirror. Kind of seeing the light there, the reflectiveness of that mirror. So they did good detail on the mirrors. The next thing, just kind of staying with the cab, is you're going to look around in here. There's handrails on this one, and there's not on the other one. So we got these handrails that run there, and we flip over here, down the side of the front right there, there's handrails. And so this one, there's none. Another detail on the cab, just tell the paint job on the roof. So all we get on the cheap one is the GPS painted. The more expensive one, we get a few more paint job. On this, I guess that's your radio, I think. Another spot there, 2 silver spots, or a black spot back there. But none of that is painted on the cheap one. Another thing on the cab, we got these lights. See on the front, right here on the exhaust, and over there, as well as on the rear. Got these work lights in the back. This one does look a little crooked, but that's probably just a quality control issue there. And the back of this one obviously has nothing. The front as well, you kind of get that light here on this one. Oop, my bad. But it's not painted. Just kind of into that plastic piece cast. They're using the same cast on these toys, and that plastic piece is the same mold, but they didn't paint it on that one. But that is something you could detail yourself if you want to put the orange and the silver there. So the next thing, going down these things from the cab, I'm going to flip it over to the back. You kind of come upon these fenders here, and you got lights on your fenders. Now it is there, the lights are there, they're just not painted on this cheap one. So that is another detail you could do. You could paint that yourself. Now, moving down here, we've got our hydraulic hose inlets, and you've got the box, no paint. So you could also do that detail yourself if you wanted to. It'd be a little time consuming, a little tedious, but it is something that you could do if you felt like it. Obviously we've got the 3-point here. This does move some, but the cheap one does not. And you can kind of see they even have the spot in the casting where that 3-point mounts. So they've really tried to use the exact same casting for most of this. They just added these, just drilled a few holes and added a few parts, because you can see right there is where that would go. Both of them, the PTO, I'm disappointed. There's no PTO shaft in it. We have other Ertl tractors, like some cheap ones, that have the PTO shaft in it. So I was just kind of disappointed not to see this. Oop, dropped something. Not to see this one have that little, just a small, easy detail. They do both have the same hitch, pretty much. Well, actually, I lied. They don't have the same hitch. The cheaper one has a wider hitch, and they try to narrow that up on the Prestige. You can see there, they're not the same hitch. And underneath you can kind of see the fatter hitch on this one. Also you can see that 3-point right here. The rest of the bottom is fairly similar. Now another detail on these things, on this fender right here, let me see if I can turn it. See that John Deere logo? It's on the front fenders there. No logo on the cheap one. And I thought that was a really cool detail that they did not have to put. No one would ever notice that they didn't put that John Deere logo, but that looks really cool on there. Talking about handrails earlier, there's a handrail here as well. That is not on the cheap one. So now for what, in my opinion, is really kind of the star of the show, what really makes this tractor so much better than the other one. It is these track systems. Look at the wheels, the bogey wheels and stuff on this. I mean, this one, the cheap one, just kind of looks hideous. I mean, big old silver rivets in there, plastic yellow. I mean, it's just cheap looking. Looks like a toy. Now, if you look at this one, I'm going to put them like this so you can really get a good comparison. We've got nicely painted bolts all the way around, the silver painted bolts. They paint the rivets yellow. That way it matches the tire, or well, they're not tires, but the wheels here. So that just really makes a big difference. When this thing's sitting on a shelf from a distance, this sticks out, and that's pretty ugly, where that looks pretty sweet. And they did in the 9RXs that came out, the 9570RX that came on a lowboy trailer was painted like this. And then the 9470RX with the road tracks is like this. I never understood why they did that. But I can understand why the price difference, why this one is and this one isn't on these. But so that is another difference. Another thing here, just pointing out, this will be the same, but look at the decal on this. John Deere 8RX 410. I like that new John Deere logo. It kind of looks like some of the older ones. I really like that logo. But that will be the same on both of them, the decal there. But one thing too you'll notice, headlights is painted here. It's a sticker on this one. And to be honest with you, I've never been a fan of these stickers on the tractors. Especially like the New Hollands used to do the whole grill as a sticker. I thought those peeled real easy, so we'll see if these start peeling. I don't know. But I think these actually look more realistic, to be honest with you, just a straight silver, than to try to do that shiny sticker. But I guess it's an upgrade. You'll also see your fuel cap on this tractor. Down here, there's I guess that's DEF, and that would be your diesel. Maybe I got it backwards, I don't know. Over here, you've got them. They're not painted, so you could do that yourself, but it's another difference. The cabs are going to be fairly similar, except for the monitor, I think, is, well, nope. They didn't put anything on this one either, so the cabs are the same with the exception of this foot pedal down here is on your standard one not painted, where it's painted orange. But they did give us a good steering wheel, a good monitor. I'm disappointed there's no decal on the monitor, because we've had combines and stuff with decals on the monitor from Ertl. So I kind of would have liked to see that. But I think that's all the differences that I have found between these two units. Both of them do have good decals on the hood here. I wanted to point that out as well. But as far as differences go, I like to search these things and see what's different about different models. And I think I've covered everything that I've seen. If you found any differences, drop it in the comments below, because I like to know that. And if you've got one of these, let us know, or if you're going to, let us know. I love hearing from everyone who watches in the comments, so please do that. And if you haven't got these, like I said, about a $15, about $25. This one's a little bit of an investment, but if you're looking just for more of that toy, this one's at a good price point where it's pretty affordable. So thanks for watching, everyone. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't. We're trying to grow our subscribers, and have a great night.